So question 9 is about lining men and women up, but in this case there are more men than women. And since we need to slot the women somehow to stand in line such that they cannot stand next to each other. So you're given a hint here. The hint is that we need to position the men first, and then we can consider the possible positions for the women. And in this case, since there are more men, it's probably easier to deal with the men first. So we are going to create 8 slots for the men. And we basically tell the man, okay, why don't you form a line between the 8 of you? And that is going to create 8 factorial possibilities in terms of the number of ways that we can arrange 8 men in a line. So that is 8 factorial. Now, then we need to figure out where the woman will be. Now, the only condition is that the women cannot stand next to each other. So this doesn't say anything about a man, so meaning that the men can still stand next to each other. So now if we look at the number of possibilities for the women, so the women can then stand between 2 men or next to 1 man and at the end of the line. So this is going to create 9 possibilities for the women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 9th one is at the end here. But there are only 5 women. So we need to select 5 out of 9 to be allocated to the women. So then we're going to have 9 choose 5. And this 9 choose 5 is to select 5 slots out of 9 where the woman could be. Now supposing we pick 5 of the slots, and this is one of the combinations that is covered in here, then we need to ask the women to line up in the correct places. So that will require another 5 factorial, because for each selected set of 5 slots, there are still going to be 5 factorial ways to arrange the women in a line.